Excuse me, you have a caller. Moza, representing the Ithorian planet restoration interests on Telos. Lieutenant Grenz cleared him if you'd like to speak with him. He says he wishes to speak with you on behalf of Chodo Habat. That's all he will say. Very well. I'll let him in now.
Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa Linda Kufta. Svane Ruris Ufta Gelkif Koladufta Uden Tufblava Fabuelta Tufblavan Nibu Gelfa Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa Linda Kufta Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa Linda Kufta Svane Ruris Ufta Gelkif Koladufta Uden Tufblava Fabuelta Tufblavan Nibu Gelfa Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa Linda Kufta Uden Tufblava Vannibu Gelfa Hoi Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa Fabuelta Brendundas Hoi Sidan Gelfa Fabuelta Uden Tufblava Fabuelta Tufblavan Nibu Gelfa Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa Linda Kufta Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa Linda Kufta Brendundas Hoi Sidan Gelfa Fabuelta Uden Tufblava Fabuelta Tufblavan Nibu Gelfa Uden Tufblava Vannibu Gelfa Hoi Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa Fabuelta Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa Linda Kufta Brendundas Hoi Sidan Gelfa Fabuelta Uden Tufblava Fabuelta Tufblavan Nibu Gelfa Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa Linda Kufta Uden Tufblava Vannibu Gelfa Hoi Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa Fabuelta.
Perhaps Chodo Habat should turn his eyes to his own people, if they truly suffer so.
Tufta Antibian Golutoria Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa Linda Kufta Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa Linda Kufta.
Now perhaps we will be able to rest uninterrupted.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. I am attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. May I put you through? I am sorry, but I do not know. I am only her administrative assistant. May I put you through? Thank you. I will connect you now. Good day.
Thank you for accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am Jana Lorso. I understand that you were approached by an Ithorian earlier. Doubtless he tried to obtain your help, attempting to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled threats. Oh, and I suppose he didn't mention the exchange, helping you with any problems here? In other words, the Ithorians won't lead the exchange to you if you work with them. Well, no matter. My apologies. I never intended to waste your time discussing Ithorians. I believe you're a person of influence, someone I'd like on my side, rather than aiding the Ithorians, whose quasi-mysticism and bumbling foolishness is standing in the way of progress and profit. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Zerka and be handsomely rewarded. You'd be helping yourself. If you're interested, please visit our offices here in Residential 082. B44 will know what to do when you arrive. Their plans for the restoration of Telos are aimless and meandering. Restore the sacred natural beauty of Telos, they say. Just what does that mean? How does that apply to natural resource development and consumption? The proper planning of urban sectors, resorts and tourism? It doesn't. The Ithorians are spending billions of Republic credits on a plan with no defined profit. If it continues, they'll drive the Republic into irreparable debt and have nothing to show for it but a few meadows and a weather generator the size of a small continent. I'd rather discuss that in person. I'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions when you visit our offices. That's too bad. Well, you know where we are if you change your mind. Citadel Station is at a crossroads right now, you know. And so are you. Don't take the wrong road.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately. Explain something to me.
I do not have the years required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If she served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability, for a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
She has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that she turned away from war, did all that she could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do her a disservice by not speaking of this while she is present.
I've come to inform you that the Telosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Paragus facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search. To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger.
The Sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay. The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF station and entertainment module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk.
The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave. After filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off this station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd. Hey, everyone needs to get lost once in a while. Get away from something, you know? It's no big deal. Look, this place is a waste. If Telos wasn't doomed before Paragus blew, it is now. Even more so if your friends from Paragus come calling. Because it depends on Citadel Station, and the Citadel depends on Paragian fuel and the Republic's senators. The Citadel's fuel source went up with the mining facility. And the bickering senators? Not something worth counting on.
It is difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Paragus, more Sith could already be on their way. Still, there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here, on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities, or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think?
It is unlikely, but we shall see.
You seem pretty calm. It's almost streaming off. On Paragus, you seemed, well, a little less at peace with yourself. Well, it's good to see. You're a nice counterbalance. All right, what did you want to know? All right, but I'm out of credits, so it's Republic Senate rules. That's where we waste a lot of time trading cards and trying to beat each other. But in the end, nobody wins. Everybody loses, and nobody accomplishes anything. It's like stalemate, except the goal is to pass time until the audience gets bored and leaves. Sure, shouldn't be a problem. It's basically a numbers game, but I can give you the ground rules. Something up? All right, what did you want to...
Yes? Have you come with questions? Very well. What is it that drives you? Ask, and... Yes? Have you... Very well. I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us. When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. It seems the Force flows easily between us. A powerful take. Very well. The Jedi practice many forms, many styles of lightsaber combat. It is good to know them, but not to rely on them. You may have already felt the Shicho, the simplest of the forms, return to you as your skill and perceptions have returned. Others may come with time, with experience. Very well. Very well. Of which did you wish instruction? Yes. Very well. Very well. Of which? Very well. Indeed. A Jedi tool and a Sith weapon. And why do you need such a thing? Then listen to me. There is much weight, much craving attached to such a tiny thing of light. A lightsaber, any weapon, only achieves worth in how it is wielded, in the effort, in the struggle of one who holds it. Such a weapon does not make a Jedi or a Sith, and at times it makes them much, much less than they are. The knowledge has already been imparted to you. Upon our journey, the pieces shall fall into place. Ask, and I will answer. Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough. What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now. There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. My will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense. Was cast down, stripped of my power, exiled. I suffered indignities and fell into darkness. Learn from me, my mistakes, and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you, and that is all I desire. In you all my hopes rest, for the future, for the Force. means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice. Ask. Nothing more than we already know, and anything else I know would be useless. There is danger in such knowledge, even if I was certain of the ones who hunt you. Ask. Yes, have you? Then ask.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order. I heard that a crime syndicate has worked its way into the operation of Citadel Station.
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply and high demand. The war has really inflated prices here. Medical supplies are in short supply and high demand. The war has really inflated.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
Tonoranga manakaran, ipo inshawa, tonos imaragith, wanarakorachi drumta sa inchobin sasha, tosimana rachata, tonos imaragith, wanarakorachi drumta sa inchobin sasha, tosimana rachata. Inwamakro, may rangana noruta, taranamo sibu and dasarans, crema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu and kos. Chabi doko. Tonoranga.
It's good that Zerka's arrival has created new jobs on the station, but I can't say I'm happy about all the mercenaries they hire.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order. Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to...
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. How may I help you? Zerka Corporation has operations on many systems, providing everything from medical supplies to starship weapons systems. Here on Telos, Zerka Corporation is involved in the restoration project, which Zerka hopes will serve as a model for future operations of this nature. Good day. I am B. How may I help you? Of course. She has been expecting you. You will find her through the door and down the hall on the right.
I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why anyone would need mercenaries for a planet full of farmers.
I'm glad that Zerka put a capable woman in charge of the project. I've got every faith she'll do things right.
I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why anyone would need mercenaries for a planet full of farmers.
Lorso isn't the most popular executive I've worked under, but I'll say one thing. She gets the job done.
I knew you'd come eventually. I'm confident that we will be able to reach a working agreement satisfactory to both you and I. But where are my manners? On behalf of Zerka Corporation, I would like to be the first to welcome you to Telos. Our primary concern on Citadel Station is the restoration of Telos' surface. The Republic is eager to revitalize Telos as a benchmark for other such efforts in other systems. While a generous amount of credits has been budgeted to Telos, the bumbling of Chodo Habat and his Ithorians has squandered away much of these resources. For a project of this size, judicious planning and thrifty spending of resources is a necessity, something Habat fails to understand. Nonetheless, Zerka remains optimistic. There are many jobs we need assistance with. For someone with your experience, you would be well compensated. I can understand why you might be on their side, but believe me, you wouldn't be doing Telos any favors assisting those amateurs. Oh, sure. Habat's intentions are good enough, but good intentions won't restore Telos. His expensive policy of relocating biological specimens from Onderon without any planning will doom Telos in the end. I don't think Habat even realizes that at their current pace, they will run out of funding before even half of the restoration zones are up and running. Zerka plans to use some of the planet's own resources to help fund the restoration. These extra funds will greatly improve the project in the long run. Habat, on the other hand, can't see beyond his own selfish concerns. We've discovered that the surface of Telos is covered with military facilities that were either destroyed or abandoned during the Sith attack. Salvaged raw materials from these sites can either be reprocessed and put back into service, or resold to help fund the project. Zerka has been managing the restoration project without the assistance of a droid for some time now. Habat has commandeered the new droid intelligence that was to be delivered to the station. I'd like for you to meet the shipment at Dock Module 126, Shuttle Bay 2, and bring the droid back here before the Ithorians foul things up again. Requisition, if it helps. As the Republic's fund for the restoration of Telos is now divided between both parties, it really isn't stealing, as you put it. It will save the Republic time and money if we cut through the process of having a droid transferred to us. It will be better for Telos in the long run. Very well then. I hope to see you soon.
Good day. I am B. How may I help you?
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply. The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim.
Sidan Elfa. Sidan Elfa Vadinugan Elfa Linda. Prendas. Sidan Elfa. Papuelta. Tuntuf Plaza. Papuelta. Sidan Elfa. Sidan Elfa. Tuntuf Plaza. Prendas. Sidan Elfa. Tuntuf Plaza. Sidan Elfa Vadinugan Elfa. Sidan Elfa. Sidan Elfa Vadinugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Prendas. Sidan Elfa. Papuelta. Tuntuf Plaza. Papuelta. Tuf Plaza Nibu Elfa. Sidan Elfa Vadinugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Sidan Elfa Vadinugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Sidan Prendas. Sidan Elfa. Papuelta. Sidan Elfa Vadinugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Sidan Elfa. Tuntuf Plaza. Papuelta. Tuf Plaza Nibu Elfa. Sidan Elfa Vadinugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Tuntuf Plaza. Papuelta. Tuf Plaza Nibu Elfa. Tuntuf Plaza. Nibu Elfa. Sidan Elfa Vadinugan Elfa. Papuelta. Prendas. Sidan Elfa. Papuelta.
Your speech is filled with maybes and perhaps. You are bold to make promises of healing while the world under your care burns and dies. You may be able to help, but there is always a price, is there not?
Tuntuf Plaza. Papuelta. Truth bleibt unbeurteilbar. Linda Truth ruft der Tief. Den Fuji Borawan. Truth bleibt unbeurteilbar. Truth bleibt unbeurteilbar. Truth bleibt unbeurteilbar. Oisidan Gelfa Badino Gelfa. Abuelta, Brendas, Oisidan Gelfa. Abuelta, Sidan Gelfa Badino Gelfa. Linda Trufta. Sidan Gelfa Badino Gelfa. Linda Trufta. Truth Blava, Abuelta, Truth Blava, Gelfa, Truth Blava, Gelfa, Oisidan Gelfa, Badino Gelfa, Abuelta, Gelfa, Abuelta, Linda Truth, Oisidan Gelfa, Badino Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Badino Gelfa. Linda Trufta. Truftadan Gelfa. Oisidan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Badino Gelfa. Linda Trufta. Sidan Gelfa Badino Gelfa. Linda Trufta. Mikael i Remote. Kolo Duf Divan Bebut. Oisidan Gelfa. Den Fuji Borawan. Truth Blava. Abuelta. Truth Blava. Sidan Gelfa Badino Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa.
Your speech is consider carefully. You have already begun to heal, to feel the Force again. If so, then the offer is worthless.
Sidan Gelfa. Truth Blava. Abuelta. Truth Blava. Brendas. Sidan Gelfa Badino Gelfa. Linda Trufta. Brendas. Oisidan Gelfa. Abuelta. Truth Blava. Abuelta. Sidan Gelfa Badino Gelfa. Linda Trufta. Sidan Gelfa Badino Gelfa. Linda Trufta. Brendas. Oisidan Gelfa. Abuelta.
Welcome back. I can understand why you might be on... Oh, sure. I don't think about Zerka plans to... We've discovered that salvaged raw...
Hey, what are you doing in my apartment? Looked like you were doing more than just looking. Figured what? You just break into my apartment and take everything I owned? Are you crazy? Yeah, I thought so. Get out of here before I get the TSF. Why not? You didn't seem to have a problem taking everything else.
Tu nița manja yumarlor da wata no sanasika. To vrekun mwili wosa slima po gwanga sawana mucha. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Tong hite mo si jochia yumba litawa e bawatune ruta. Tong laldu chung nao. Dukane tunga gurka chino sonka ticha noch. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Mungachinor ta imbre wanachike. Drumba bambwa. Kontichan. Mulibrawa iberendi atia Vishnu nunca se. Utati ramat. Tu nița ma...
Sobotjut sama pito.
Vaporilda, linda tufta. Rentundas, horicidan elfa. Vaporilda, tufta. Vaporilda.
Hello there, and greetings from Isis and Onderon. I'm a diplomat from Queen Talia on Onderon. My stay was supposed to have been shorter, but the contract disputes over the restoration project have prolonged it. The Ithorians negotiated the export of flora and fauna from Onderon, but with their disagreements with Zerka, the status of our arrangement is in the air.
The TSF isn't cut out to handle all the problems on Citadel Station right now. We need Republic assistance.
Loka kamaran endosoran with no chabi. Taranamo sibu endasorans. Crema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo inwamagro. May rangana noruta. Chabi doko. Tona ranga.
Terewana jung konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rento ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Derache wemenoto to rere senisensen.
That didn't look like an accident to me or my associate here. It looked like you wanted to make a fool of him.
Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katpada. Fiera tora pada no ringatel camarada telefibu nubu de veterana cenirara.
Not even an apology. That won't do at all. This Sulluston here had a few things to say about us that we didn't take to so well. We're just trying to work out our differences.
Tana besarankachi. Go na rin pang semisanchera. Go la marakta dun. Dosich min falartersen killa folorondon. De rantasha beni hulen bensilerente. Dosane gravalantro que wapater tana chingaradana. Terewana jun konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rento ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Derache wemenoto to rere senisensen.
This doesn't have anything to do with you, stranger. Just move right along. Have a drink in the cantina. Just my luck. Someone who wants to be a hero. Why don't you run along before you get hurt? Believe me, there's nothing to talk about. You must be kidding me. 100 credits. Why don't you just run along and let us handle this? Then you shouldn't have gotten involved.
This shall not stop us for long. I will silence this one. Focus.
Docent Horinteri. Gelere sonto shenig rexi con... Geri inturunto wakare kwe wapgere bu. Hinso telepachan konsadara nane gra dalunota choloren. Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katpada. Federatore pada no ringatel camarada telefibu nubu da bitarana cenirara. Docent Horinteri. Gelere sonto shenig rexi contunso des junkaratata. Geri inturunto wakare kwe wapgere bu. Hinso telepachan konsadara nane gra dalunota choloren.
I have felt it too, my lord. A disturbance in the Force. It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it. But now I wonder if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly, yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe. Do you feel it as a... You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord. All life exists to feed your power. And my life is yours. I beg you, please. Let me die. Yes, this disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you. I will leave at once, my lord.
I hear you.
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in